Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, and yep, Bill's here again, but we're not doing a blind.
Not a blind this time.
I'm pumped for this video, though. I tell you that every time. But literally, this is going to be really good because we are trying Dickel for the first time as Dickel. Now, I know you might think, like, oh, you had Dickel Tabasco, but literally, this is our first time trying Dickel. Like, we wanted to know...
That's Dickel.
Like, that's actually Dickel. I've never tried it before, but I hear everybody saying all these crazy things about how Dickel's bad and all this stuff.
Yeah, because we've had Dickel in the
Bardstown.
The Bardstown
Pfeiffer
Pavitt, whatever it is. That's 10-year Dickel, I believe, and then the barrel bourbons we have Dickel in them. So we've had it in blends. We've never had it by itself. So we wanted to find out what it's like.
I'm actually excited to know because I want to see whether or not people are just being like, I just don't like Dickel, and then they've never even actually tried it. Like, I don't want to be that person to be like, I don't like Dickel, but I never even tried it. I will say that if you know my rating sheet, you know that Dickel Tabasco is literally the worst thing. Like, besides Malort, but literally, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, I mean, it smells good like Tabasco, so they did a good job there, but...
The Tabasco is, like... I'm getting wafts of these that we poured.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting smell. It is an interesting smell, so... But that's kind of prejudgment on them.
Yeah. So, I guess I could talk a little bit about the ones that we picked up.
Yep.
So, we'll start over here. We picked up the Dickel 8-year. This one's actually 8-year, and this says... It is 90 proof, and yeah, Cascade Hollow Distillery, our finest quality bourbon, charcoal chill filter.
That's a Tennessee thing.
Handcrafted small batch.
And that one's actually a bourbon, not a...
Oh yeah, it does. It says Dickel.
Yeah.
It says...
All the others say whiskey.
I don't think I'm ever...
Tennessee whiskey.
Your love is smooth. It's Tennessee whiskey. Okay, I'm not actually going to get that on there. I tried. I need to stop trying. Next up, we're going to go to 12 because that's, like, you would think. This one is not actually a 12-year, though. This is not even a bourbon. This is George Dickel Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey. It is recipe 12, Superior 12 recipe, George A. Dickel, made in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Ooh, Tullahoma, there's a great song about Tullahoma. Yes. So this one is also 90 proof Tennessee whiskey, not bourbon.
Yeah, we didn't pick up the number 8. We picked up the number 12.
We wanted to get the bottle on bond, but we
just
couldn't find it.
So
we couldn't find it.
This was good enough.
This one actually has a cool little tab on it, and it's a cool little bottle. I kind of like this bottle. It's actually kind of cool looking. So this one says, George Dickel Tennessee Single Barrel Whiskey, aged at least 15 years. Bottle number 139. And this one is 80 proof. 80 proof?
80 proof.
For a 15-year-old whiskey.
Yeah.
It's not a bourbon.
Well, I think it's technically a bourbon, but they just don't call it that. I could be wrong, but... And this is a store pick from a local store, Argonauts.
So we've got all 3 of these. We're going to try them. We're not going to do them blind. We're just going to kind of give it a go and see what happens.
And this is a full uncut video. We're just going to go...
No cuts, no filters. Well, we don't use filters anyway, but...
Well, filters on our mouth.
Huh? Oh, like bad word filters.
Huh?
Whatever. So, should we move these?
Yeah, let's keep the one up we're talking about.
We're going to try
we'll start with the number 12.
So, we'll move these down. No cuts, no Oh, I can't reach.
Here, put some up here.
On that side. It doesn't tip. There's one side of our table. If you set it on, then we'll just go... I think it's this side. So, all right.
So
it's our first time.
Out of the way a little bit. Yeah, number 12. Let's see.
We're gonna try Dickel for the first time. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I'm honestly nervous because I've heard so many bad things and I don't know what to think.
Yeah. I'm curious too to see what it's actually like. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Oh wow, people were right.
It does have that.
It smells like a Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah, that Flintstone vitamin.
Very mineral-y.
Like if you just open up the jar of Flintstone vitamins, just stick your nose in it. It kind of smells like that. It's
I
weird.
I like the way Flintstones vitamins actually smell and taste. I like the taste of them.
I almost get like a little bit of peanut shell. A little bit. Like there in the back.
Okay, and when I can get past that minerality of what smells like a Flintstone vitamin, it actually kind of smells like, I get a little bit of caramel even.
Huh.
It doesn't burn the nose hairs. I wouldn't expect it to at what, this one's 80 proof?
90.
90. So
And in case you wanted to know, 1.5 fluid ounces has 109 calories. There's actually a nutrition label on this.
okay, that's actually impressive. It's good.
No, these others have that. No, they do. Well, at least that one does.
That is very interesting.
I've seen that on some whiskeys that I bought in Scotland, but I haven't seen it necessarily on any here. I just haven't paid attention.
It kind of actually smells like maybe it has a little bit of a spicy note to it. Not like a bad spice, not like a baking spice. So it's almost like baking spice Flintstone vitamins.
I got a little bit the Flintstone vitamin for sure, and then I got a little bit of peanut shell kind of in the back, and a very hint kind of like a Brown Foreman-y type banana, but not anything like a Brown Foreman. Or it's just kind of the
no, it's just like a cherry Flintstone vitamin. Yeah, a cherry Flintstone vitamin, I guess.
Let's see if Superior number 12 lives up to its name of Superior.
Superior number 12. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not horrible.
It really isn't that bad.
It's got a distinct flavor for sure.
But,
and I appreciate that it's a little higher proof. That's where I wish we could have got that bottle on because it was actually be 100 proof.
It does drink hotter.
It does drink a little warmer. But it's not horrible. I was expecting worse.
I was expecting worse. It's not that bad. And honestly, the minerality, the Flintstone vitamin taste is not as strong on the palate as it was on the nose for me. I mean, I do get a little bit of nut actually.
It's very sweet. It is very sweet, which I think their mash bill is like an 85% corn, so expected to be fairly sweet. But
honestly, I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate that. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's got a distinct flavor.
It's honestly fine.
It's got a distinct flavor.
But it's fine. Like, I mean, for me, it's fine. Like, I could take it or leave it. I don't need this. I don't desire this. But, like, I kind of think that what I was expecting versus what it tastes is not that bad.
Yeah, and this is the cheapest one of the ones we bought. 'Cause I think we spent almost $100 on these 3 bottles. Because, I mean, that 15-year was like $60. But,
I actually get a little bit of... Okay, so this is weird, but, like, so right up front on the palate, I do get that Flintstone vitamin taste. Then it rolls into a slight peanut taste, but then I get a little bit of Red Hot. Sweet.
I don't get that.
A sweet Red Hot. I don't hate this.
It might be the very small hint of that Red Hot.
Yeah, not
but
like it's
you got that peanut though that I was talking about on the nose. And
yeah,
that's
a little bit mid palate.
Yep. Kind of like on the nose. I was getting it in the very back of the nose. I mean,
I don't hate this, guys.
Would I drink this all the time, or do I reach for something else? I'm probably reaching for something else.
Yeah, like if we're talking about my rating scale, like I would, like this is, I'd rather have other things. So it'd probably fall into the 2 category. I'd rather have other things, but
yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
But it's not.
2 is with your, what do we have?
Weller Special Reserve.
Weller Special Reserve, which is one that
I kind of agree with this. I think it might actually be better than Weller Special Reserve.
To us, yes.
I know a lot
of people love Weller Special Reserve and go nuts for it. To us, it's just, I'd rather have something else.
So right off the bat, Dickel, number 12.
I was expecting worse.
We like
let's
the Dickel.
Let's see if the older ones get better or worse.
I wonder how, there is no age statement on this.
Yeah, I don't think there is. I don't know. I didn't do any
Would it be
research on
actually interesting if the 12 was the same age as these other ones and it's just marketed this way, but it's a sour mash, so I don't know. All right, so we didn't do that much research on this, but
yeah, we just bought them and then opened them and we're recording a video. That's basically what happened with this.
Dickel is not that bad yet.
Let's see what these others are.
Superior 12-year might not be superior, but it also is Not that bad.
On to the next.
On to the next.
On to the 8-year. 8-year.
And this is still not a bourbon. This is a bourbon.
It's just like Jack Daniels. It's not a bourbon, but it's a bourbon. I'm pretty sure that's the same. Because, I mean, it's more than 51% corn. It's pretty sure it's put in a new charred oak barrel. So, it technically be a bourbon.
Shoot, charcoal chilled filtered.
It's just, that's a Tennessee thing. Yeah, it's,
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's try it. 8-year. On to the 8th year of Dickel. Dickel.
Is that the fancy way?
That was my way of trying to... All right, don't say anything. Let me smell. Huh. Honestly, I can slightly pick up that Dickel note, but I more so get, honestly, like normal bourbon notes, like
yeah, it
vanilla
smells better.
Caramel.
It smells better than that.
It does smell better.
That's why I had to go smell it compared to it.
I get like brown sugar.
Yeah. It still has that the Dickel Flintstone vitamin that people talk about.
Yeah, like a minerality to it. But it's not like it doesn't your nose is not like bleh. You just know it's there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
like a vanilla caramel.
Just so you know, was it once distilled, we age our bourbon gracefully. I don't know how you age bourbon gracefully, but they age it gracefully in charred oak barrels for 8 years. And then blended it to perfection. Now that is what we call a smooth sipping whiskey. Sorry, I had to read it. Some of these bottles are hilarious. What? It was aged gracefully. Leave me alone.
I've definitely not aged gracefully.
The smell, it's not off-putting at all.
I agree. I
kind of like it.
I kind of like the nose on this. But I can definitely pick out... I'm pretty sure if you put any glass in front of me, I could probably pick out the Dickel. I could probably... Okay, I'm going to taste it.
I get a little bit more peanut in that one.
So, right up...
You all right there?
It's not bad, but right up front is like so sweet to me that it's like... I'm not a fan right up front. The back end is better. I got to take another sip.
I think these are all going to be really sweet just because of the high corn. I almost get a little drying out of this one than I didn't get out of the number 12. The look on your face says this is horrible. Wait, the look on your face is this is awful.
It's not. It's just sharp.
It is.
It's weird. It says it's an 8-year, but it's sharper than the 12.
Number
the rest
12.
would be 12, but sharp like young sharp, but not the taste. Not necessarily as young, but it.
I think I prefer the superior number 12, which is cheaper.
Yeah. I gotta give you some notes on this. It is drying.
It is very drying.
My tongue is like...
Well, not very. I've had worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Dickel 8. Not Dickel 8, Dickel 8 year.
So, again, I don't hate this one, but I'm not going to reach for that bottle.
No, I would actually probably... What would you have this probably in your overall score? It's definitely below average. But would you go with I was gonna say the 1.5. We're looking at her.
We have my rating sheet here in front of me. Sorry, there was something. It's like really.
It's still like drying my tongue.
I don't want to call it harsh, but I want to call it sharp, and it's like sharp, like super sweet, but sharp and jabby like
it's
sweet.
Incredibly
it's like,
sweet.
And then it dries out your tongue to where it's like...
Yeah, like you need a drink of water.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not a huge fan of that aged 8 year. Number 12, not bad.
And it's not even that complex. Like, it's not very complex. Like, I'm getting... It's just so sweet, but it's like a very... The Dickel sweet. Like, it's It just it's corny. It does taste a little corny, malty, corny. No.
Corny like funny? Haha, corny?
There's nothing funny about this face. Well, I mean...
You said it, not me.
There is a lot funny about this face, but what I mean is like, it's not like... Yeah, anyway, I'm not laughing about this. This is not like a laugh. It's just... Sorry.
Yeah,
this Dickel is not good.
Nope. I'd pass on that one. I'd definitely pass on that one.
Dickel 8 year. You're a bad Dickel.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to sit on a shelf and collect dust.
Or I'll send you a sample.
Yeah. I wonder, would this go good in an old fashioned or something? Like a bourbon old fashioned just with the sweet? I don't know. Might have to try it, see what happens.
Honestly, maybe, and then... Oh, can you imagine adding water to that? Oh, I feel like it would be like too sweet.
It depends.
It might cut out some of the sweetness and the sharpness.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's something we can try.
One thing
we can try it over ice, just different ways. See what comes out of it.
See if it makes it any better. But
just for neat, how we prefer drinking, it's yeah.
One thing that's interesting, I'm going back to this a little bit, but on the Dickel Tabasco, you smell that Tabasco on the nose, but then when you taste it, you don't really taste the Tabasco, to me. You just taste super, super sweet, and that's what I got out of this. Yeah. So it's that sweet note, if you've ever had Dickel Tabasco, that you get on this, too. It's, yeah. Anyway, moving on to the 15 years.
15 years.
15 years! Like that.
This sat in a barrel for at least 15 years.
So it should be oaky. It should be...
One would think, yeah.
It should be oaky.
It's definitely darker.
Mm-hmm. I mean... Oh yeah, it's like a lot darker. It's very amber. One thing I want to know...
Any good things on this bottle? You can keep going on.
Or are there any good... Like, I feel like these, as finished, they taste so much better.
As finished? Oh, yeah.
Like finishing something else. Like if it's finished in a Cab Sauv wine barrel or a...
What Bardstown's done with their blends, and I personally think what Barrel's done with some of the blends we've had have been great.
So good.
Yeah.
I gotta get rid of that like face I had a minute ago. My resting... No, it's not a RBI. Wait, RBF. It's not a RBF, but I will like literally call my resting whiskey, my RWF, my resting whiskey face.
That's a good term.
Resting whiskey face, like, but like RBWF or RWBF, resting whiskey bad face.
Okay.
You know, like if there's a good whiskey, you're like, ooh, that's my resting whiskey good face, and then there's like the bad, like that's bad.
Wait, what does that face look like again?
I don't know. Okay, let's move. Ooh, I like the tag on this one. Cascade,
so that's why we bought the bottle of the tag.
Cascade Hollow, established in 1870, home of George Dickel Tennessee whiskey in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
It's just the store pick tag.
I know, it's pretty.
The barrel number, Argonaut Wine and Liquor.
March 16, 2004.
Yep.
All right, let's see if this Dickel is bad.
Yep. Or good.
Or good.
Here's 15 year.
15 year. Whoa.
It almost... I get like more... Like each of these
Peanutty.
has gotten more amped up peanutty.
But it's oaky also. Oaky, but then... God dang it. It's
definitely amped up the peanut.
It also amped up on the minerality on the nose on this one.
Yeah.
It's
got a distinct...
Dickel
does have a distinct smell, like people say.
It's so true. It does literally smell like a Flintstone vitamin. This one has more intense Flintstone vitamin smell, but it's also intertwined with like more peanut and more oakiness. It's almost like they tried to hide that minerality out of it.
I think they tried to hide it.
How did they come up with that? Like, what is that? What are they doing to make it like
probably the yeast. It's probably their yeast strain.
Which I guess they should stick with it because they're probably making a ton of money, and that's their thing. Like, you do what you do, you boo boo. Yeah,
and people love this. I know a lot of people love the Dickel.
A lot of people do love it. A
lot of people love the Dickel.
I'm gonna just see myself out.
Yeah.
You should probably just see yourself out because I was going somewhere with that. I was gonna respond to that, but I don't think I should because this would not be like. What the hell? We're already like...
It wouldn't be family friendly.
Well, it's already not family friendly because we're drinking on camera.
Yeah.
We're bad.
Every time you say that, Jade's probably freaking out.
I know that she's actually asleep. Our dog, if you say bad, she like freaks out. One time I told her, I'm like, you're bad, because she like tried to eat cheese out of my hand, and then she tried to squat and pee because she was so scared because I just said bad. I didn't do anything. I didn't hit her. I don't hit my dog.
Stop saying that word.
Sorry, Jade. Love you. Oh, Dee's a good girl. Now she's looking at us, wagging her tail. She's fine. Everybody, Jade's fine. Okay, let's get to
the smell.
Honestly, the smell to me is a little bit.
It's better than the 8 for sure. Jeez.
But number 12 is the best. But the smell on this one is way more dickly.
Go back, smell that, smell this, then smell each of those. The 12 smells much sweeter than the 15. The 15 definitely has kind of an oaky. It smells more refined for sure. I actually like the smell of this 15 compared to those others.
I'm not here to make a judgment call yet. Our dog is seriously just staring at us, wagging her tail with our head like this. Okay, taking a drink.
Definitely oaky.
Yeah, but literally right up front I got like a grape Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah, it's there. It's all right.
I
mean, right off the rip on that, the taste and smell, it's better than the 8-year.
Oh, it's definitely better than the 8-year, but I still think that I don't know. I gotta give this another sip.
I would like to try that bottle of Mon. I just don't want to. We couldn't find it, and then it's like a $40 or $50 bottle too.
I thought it was $100.
No, well, one of the stores had it for $100, and I was not paying that.
That's outrageous.
Yeah. The store that also has Stag Junior for $250 and Henry McKenna 10-year for $150.
Nope.
Not happening.
This one's a little bit better. The more I sip on this one, it gets a little bit better. I'm going to take another sip of water. I'm still trying to tell you some flavors of this.
It's oaky.
Vanilla caramely.
Yep, vanilla caramely.
Like a typical, for me, I get the typical bourbon taste, but I also get it intertwined with a grape.
Yep, yeah.
A grape Flintstone vitamin.
I mean, could I sit here and drink this one? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. For me, so far, this first couple sips, this is kind of more like a 2 to a 2.5 for me.
Yeah.
Which I would hope, since it was the most expensive of them.
Yeah. It's very sweet. This one is not dry.
All these Dickels are very sweet, and my guess is it has to do with that 84% corn. I don't know what their full mash bill is, what all the grain percentages are. I just know it's a very high corn, actually.
So what I think on this one is, I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. It's just one that's like a head scratcher. For me, I would not sit around and just drink this one because we have a lot of other things that I prefer over this.
Yeah.
I could take it or I could leave it, but...
like if someone poured me this, I'd drink it.
I would drink it now.
Yeah.
It's just so sweet.
It is very sweet. And I love sweet whiskey. Most of the time, I mean, it kind of depends on the palate or the mood I'm in on what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's very sweet. Yeah, I was looking at the little card we got from Bardstown on that triple blended. The Dickels are 84 corn, 8 rye, and 8 barley.
Yeah.
So it's very sweet. You don't really get any of that rye spice bite to it.
And for me, that's what's disappointing. So as you know from watching me, I prefer stuff that's spicier. Usually my favorites are the secondary grain is a rye. Like that's generally my favorite mash bill.
And a higher rye.
A high rye bourbon is really excellent. Sorry for the But I don't hate these. I do not hate them. I don't like
that 8-year.
I don't know. 8-year is not good. It's bad.
Like I think it's down I think the 15's better than the number 12.
Not me. I'm gonna go. I would rank them, and it would be interesting to do them in a blind, and I didn't want to do these in a blind because this is our first time trying.
Yeah, we want to know which one we were trying.
I actually kind of like the nose on 12.
The nose on 12 is not bad. They're both, yeah, they might be about the same.
I like it. So I'm going to go 12, 15, and 8.
I'll take another little sip of this 15 after I took a sip of that 12.
12, 15, 8. The 8, bad. I don't like it. I wouldn't suggest buying it. For me. But not for me. I would not buy it ever again.
I think I'm going to go 15, 12, 8.
I'm going to go 12, 15, 8.
And it's just because that 15 had a little more of that oakiness. The sweetness, I think, was toned down actually a little bit out of the 15 than
I thought it was in the 12. So in the 12 for me,
I thought
it might be that sour mash.
Well, not the sour mash is what is it? A style of how they do it. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I like it. I like it a little bit better.
I mean, they're all. It's a style.
I don't know.
I think the 12 is actually sweeter than the 15. Yeah. And that's why I went with 15. It's because 12 is just a little. I love sweet, so I
kind of am back and forth on these.
Yeah. I mean, would you say the 15? Because I mean, we gave 12 a 2. We gave the 8 a 1.5. The 15, I think it's.
I'm not putting it up there with Maker's Mark or Lafroy.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm gonna
even
have
that
to go
good.
with the 2 as well.
2.
Yeah, comparing it to some of the other stuff there, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah, when you think about my rating system's interesting, but when you think about like comparing a Dickel to like a Lafroy 10 or a Maker's Mark, it's not even close. Like those are much better whiskeys to me.
And we're going off the cuff with this ranking right now with these because we're not rating the nose, the palate, and the finish.
Oh, if I did that, it might be really bad.
Yeah, so this is just kind of where we kind of think it lies with these.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it worth spending the money on those to try them? Sure.
Yeah, I'm interested that I try. Like, I'm glad to know. I prefer these finished, and something else.
I would have preferred from our bottom shelf budget blinds. I would have preferred the top 2 from that for anyone.
Oh, I would too. Our budget blinds like are under $20. If you haven't checked out that video, check it out because I would actually rank most of those over this. I would say that these kind of fall in that ancient age category. And that was like the bottom of the budget blinds.
Actually, I got an idea to expand this video a little bit more.
What are we doing now? Oh God,
we're going with some more Dickel. Just a different type of Dickel.
Please not Tabasco.
Nope, not Tabasco.
Okay, no Tabasco.
There you go.
And the dog thinks she's going to be a part of this video. Off the cuff. Off the cuff. Jade. Ooh. I like this one.
Yeah,
I love Pfeiffer Pavot.
Yeah.
Pavet.
Let's go with some of this.
Drink a little water. I like this. This is good. This is finished in Cabernet Sauvignon, right?
Yeah.
I love Cabernet. Cab wine is good.
So, yep, we're going to a different type of Dickel, a finished one from Bardstown. Off the cuff. I wanted to try it, so we're continuing.
Don't you like this one? I like this one.
Their bottles are awesome, too.
I love their bottles, but I don't think you...
Ooh, that's so different.
I don't think you actually like this. So what is this? Let's read what it says about it before we get into it.
Saying I don't like it. Well, when you've given it to me blind and other things, it has not finished on top for me.
No, it hasn't. Oh, this is really interesting. I like... Their little things are super good. Okay. We start with an exceptional 10-year-old Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey, Dickel. It's then polished for 18 months in decadent Pfeiffer Pavot Cabernet barrels from Napa Valley. Deep, indulgent notes of dark chocolate, cassis, and caramel to envelop this extraordinary pour.
Oh.
So it says... Yeah. I don't know. Let's give it a...
Smell it and compare to the... I mean, I think the cab kind of...
The 8-year you should probably compare it to...
I'm kind of just sniffing both of them.
I do, now that I know that Dickel note, I do smell that in this. But it's not... It's so hidden. It's literally so hidden in this.
Oh, yeah. I prefer this over any of those Dickels all the time. You can
smell like a grapiness, like a grapey wine.
Well, then that grapiness that you kind of get from that minerality goes well with
this.
Wine finish.
It does. So, because I was getting the grape,
and it
a grapefruit some vital. It does mask the minerality, but it's still there. You can still smell it, but it's just really nice.
I mean, what's the proof?
The proof, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to know.
We're at 100 proof.
So the proof actually probably makes a difference too.
Yeah, which is why I do want to try that bottled and bond.
Bottled and bond. We gotta find it. Okay. This is a lot darker than the others too, but that's the wine influence on the barrel.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the Tennessee notes to it. But it's not as... It's nowhere near what these others are. Like straight Dickel.
No, this is a lot better.
Oh, yeah. This is phenomenal.
This is a great... Wow.
We love Bardstown. So.
We love Bardstown, but literally this is so good. It's still sweet.
Very sweet.
It's very sweet, but like it also has some spicier notes in there that I was not getting out of any of these other ones. The proof helps it out a little bit. I get that wine grapiness.
It smells like I almost get I just smelled it right there and almost got like grape juice, like Welch's grape juice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's very grapey.
I haven't had grape juice in so long. Grape juice and brown sugar.
Brown sugar a lot. It's not bad.
No, this one.
I would score this way higher.
Yes, way higher. I would probably go with a.
I'm gonna put this with like. I think I would probably put this with more like a Ardbeg 10 Wild Turkey 101.
I was gonna say a 3.
I think this gets a 3.
3.5, and this is just kind of ripping it right
off
now.
Off the cuff. We're gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5.
3 to 3.5, somewhere in that range. We just don't know which one right now, but that's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you haven't done a review of this one. No. When did we find this? I don't even remember when. But yeah, it's so much better than all these others.
So finished Dickel is the way to go.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go with wow! I actually got a little bit of banana in that. It's very fruity. Yeah. It is extremely fruity.
So yeah, finished would be the way to go if you're gonna do Dickel, in my opinion. But setting this one back to the side.
So we tried Dickel.
It's one of those where, to us, we would avoid the 8-year, not spend the money on it. But then it comes down to if you could take it or leave it in the 15 or the
and a store pick might be different because isn't this one the 15 is
yeah, but pick. I think all the 15s are single barrels, so
it depends on what barrel you get.
Yeah, so I mean you're looking at $60 and it's all right. Or was this $25, $20, something like that? That's
what I would suggest.
That's kind of where it's like.
If you want to take a risk on Dickel.
Yeah, if you just haven't tried it and want to try it, just go with the number 12.
I would definitely go with the number 12. It's not bad.
Don't spend the money on the other stuff. I mean, the 15's not bad.
It's not bad either.
I do prefer it over the number 12, but there is a big price difference.
Mm-hmm. And it's not that much of a difference in taste that you would be like, oh my God.
This gets you more of that oakiness.
It does.
It definitely gets you more of that oakiness if that's what you're looking for.
The more of an oakiness, like the age influence. You're getting more of the age influence on the 15, which makes sense because it's a 15 year. Mm-hmm. But it's still not if we're gonna compare a bottle that's 15 years. Actually, this makes me want to do. I got a video idea now, but the Sam Houston 15,
it'll destroy this.
It would literally. No, I'm saying though, obviously it would destroy it, but I'm saying the oakiness of Sam Houston 15 versus the oakiness of a George Dickel 15 year are so opposite. There's nothing even similar. There's no comparison.
Yep.
So, if you're talking oaky, Sam Houston 15 is a lot oaky. This is oaky, but it's not whoa.
Yeah. It's not in your face.
Pow.
Yeah.
Bam. Shazam.
Batman stuff, old Batman, pow, whap, zam.
Oh, I was thinking more
crack. That's what I do. Come on.
I was thinking more like Emerald, bam, or whatever he does.
Not Emerald Lagasse. It's Batman. Old Batman.
Okay, I can get see. I've never seen Star Wars or Star Trek or any of those kind, but I could get behind some Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm into that. Okay, so now that we've gone off the cuff, off the filter,
we said it was going to be uncut. It's just us bantering back and forth.
It's actually kind of fun. So. If you like it, again, let us know. I know you guys said you liked the video that we did uncut with the blind. Was
that a blind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't a blind. Yeah, I guess it was a blind. That was when we competed against the other, and I won. As a death
and as always, thank you guys so much. We'll be back with more, and Bill will be back more too. This was fun, and it was good to get Bill's opinion as well as mine, because I think that sometimes we have differing opinion, but most of the time our palates are pretty similar, so most of the time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more Average Drinker. I'm Tara. That's Bill. And we'll see you next time.